Oh no, this squirrel had style. He was the epitome of cool, always dressed to impress. He wore a tiny red cape that fluttered in the wind as he zoomed through the trees. He had a super shiny acorn hat that sparkled under the sunlight, making him easy to spot. And of course, he had a bushy tail that would make you say, "Wow!" It was his pride and joy. Every day, Super Squirrel swung from tree to tree. He collected shiny nuts, always on the lookout for the best ones. He practiced his super-duper squirrel yell, a sound that echoed through the forest. He was always ready for an adventure. No challenge was too big or too small for Super Squirrel. One sunny afternoon, Super Squirrel was munching on sunflower seeds, enjoying the peaceful day. Suddenly, his tiny acorn hat started to blink. It was a signal he couldn't ignore. Boop, boop, boop! It went, lighting up like a tiny beacon. This could only mean one thing: someone needed Super Squirrel's help. Without hesitation, he sprang into action, ready to save the day. Super Squirrel put on his thinking face. He knew that blinky light meant a special call. He pressed the button on his hat and a teeny tiny voice boomed out, "Super Squirrel, we need you!" The voice sounded scared. "Don't worry," Super Squirrel said in his bravest voice. "Super Squirrel is on the way." But there was one problem. Super Squirrel didn't know who needed help or where to go. He hopped onto a branch, looking around. Everything seemed normal. Birds chirped. Clouds drifted by. Wait a minute. One cloud looked different. It was shaped like a giant banana? Super Squirrel knew this was strange, even for him. He had been on many adventures, but nothing quite like this. The air was filled with a sense of mystery and excitement. He took a deep breath, feeling the cool breeze fill his lungs. It was time to face whatever came next. With a determined leap, he jumped onto the banana cloud and held on tight. The cloud felt soft and squishy beneath him. The cloud zoomed through the sky, tickling Super Squirrel with its peel. He couldn't help but giggle as the wind rushed past his ears. The banana cloud took Super Squirrel past fluffy sheep clouds and grumpy storm clouds. Each cloud had its own personality, making the journey even more thrilling. They even flew past a cloud that looked like a giant plate of cheese. Super Squirrel's nose twitched at the cheesy aroma. Finally, they landed with a gentle bump in a part of the forest Super Squirrel had never seen before. The trees were taller, and the air was filled with unfamiliar scents. In front of him stood a group of animals. They looked both curious and relieved to see him. There was a worried-looking rabbit, a shy hedgehog, each with their own unique expressions, and a very, very muddy piglet. The piglet's eyes were wide with concern. The piglet sniffled. "Super Squirrel, we're so glad you're here. We didn't know what to do. We were playing hide and seek and... The piglet's voice trailed off, leaving Super Squirrel to wonder what had happened.